It's late December 1968, and the night's got that eerie chill you can't shake. Lake Herman Road, a forgotten stretch near Vallejo, California, cuts through the darkness like a scar. The air's thick with fog, the kind that muffles sound and hides shadows. David Faraday, 17, and Betty Lou Jensen, 16, are parked in David's beat-up Rambler, a lover's lane spot where kids go to steal a little privacy. They're young, nervous, maybe holding hands, the radio crackling with some oldies tune. It's their first date, innocent, sweet, alive, until it's not. A car creeps up slow, tires crunching gravel, headlights slicing the mist before flicking off. A figure steps out, boots heavy, a .22 pistol dangling in his grip. No words, no warning. He stalks to David's side, raises a gun, and crack, a bullet rips through the window, straight into David's head. Blood explodes across the glass. His body jerks, slumps. Betty Lou's scream splits the night. She fumbles the door, bolts out, her shoes slipping on wet grass. She's running blind, heart pounding, but he's on her. 5 shots, bang, 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 tear through her back, shredded her jacket, her flesh, her spine. She collapses 10 feet from the car, face down, blood pooling under her like ink. The killer doesn't linger, just climbs back into his ride and melts into the fog. 2 kids, gone in minutes. No witnesses. No why. Just a silence that screams. That's the first cut, man. The Zodiac's opening act. But this isn't a one-off. This is the start of a bloody rampage that'll grip the Bay Area in terror, leaving bodies, ciphers, and a mystery that's still clawing at us in April 2025. We're going to walk through every kill, every letter, every suspect, especially those creepy possibles like Arthur Lee Allen and the rest. You ready to feel that dread? Let's go deeper. So, Lake Herman Road's just the appetizer. The Zodiac's got a taste now, and he's hungry. Fast forward to July 4th, 1969, Independence Day, when the world's all flags and fireworks. Darlene Ferrin, 22, a young mom with a spark in her eye, and Michael Mageau, 19, her buddy, are parked at Blue Rock Springs Park, another Vallejo hideaway. It's midnight, the sky popping red and gold, when a car rolls up, slow, deliberate. Headlights glare, then cut out. It peels off, and they breathe easy for 10 minutes. Then it's back, parking tight behind Darlene's Corvair. A guy steps out, stocky, dark hair, flashlight in one hand, 9mm Luger in the other. He walks up casual, shines a light in their faces like a cop. Darlene's probably thinking, what's this about? Michael's squinting, confused. Then boom, he opens fire. 9 bullets slam into Darlene, chest, arms, face. Blood sprays the seats. Her body twists, crumples. Michael's hit 4 times, neck, jaw, shoulder, screaming as he flops over, glass shattering around him. The killer turns, strolls back to his car like it's nothing. But Michael groans, still kicking. The guy pauses, walks back, and bang, bang, 2 more shots into each of them, point blank. Darlene's dead, her blood soaking the upholstery, her eyes frozen wide. Michael's a mangled mess but alive, barely. The killer drives off, and 40 minutes later, he's on a payphone to Vallejo PD. I want to report a double murder. They're 2 miles north of headquarters. I also killed those kids last year. Goodbye. His voice is flat, smug, chilling. September 27th, 1969, Lake Berryessa, a sunny spot turned slaughterhouse. Bryan Hartnell, 20, and Cecelia Shepard, 22, college kids on a picnic by the lake. They're on a blanket, sharing sandwiches, the water glinting peaceful. Then a shadow falls. A big guy, maybe 200 pounds, in a black hood with a white crosshair symbol stitched on it. He's got a gun, a knife, rope coiled in his hands. I'm an escaped convict, he says, voice deadpan. I need your car and money. They're scared but compliant. Bryan even offers his wallet. He ties him up, hand behind backs, ankles bound. Tight sailors knots there helpless, thinking he'll rob them and bounce. Then the knife comes out. He lunges at Cecelia first. 10 stabs, fast and brutal. Back, chest, stomach. Blood gushes. Her screams pierce the air as the blade rips through her. She's thrashing, rope cutting her wrists raw, sand turning red beneath her. Bryan's next, 6 deep stabs in the back, the knife sinking to the hilt, his groans muffled as he collapses. The killer kneels, calm as hell. Carr's dates his past kills into Bryan's car door with the blade, December 20th, 68, July 4th, 69, then hikes off. Cecelia lingers 2 days, gutted, dying in agony. Bryan survives, scarred inside and out, haunted by that hooded face. October 11th, 1969, San Francisco, Presidio Heights. Paul Stine, 29, a cabbie hustling the night shift, picks up a fare. The guy is quiet, points him to Maple Street, a fancy block. They stop, and crack, a .38 slug blows through Paul's head, point blank. Brains splatter the windshield, blood drips down the dash. The killer leans over, tears off a chunk of Paul's bloody shirt, wipes the cab down, and walks off calm, like he's heading to grab a coffee. Kids across the street see it, call the cops. But a dispatcher flub says the suspect's black, lets him slip through. That shirt piece? Mailed to the San Francisco Chronicle days later. Soaked in Paul's blood. Proof he's not bluffing. 7 attacks. 5 dead. 2 clinging to life. He claims 37 in his letters. Taunting, coded, signed with that crosshair. Every kill's a performance. Every letter a middle finger to the world. But who's behind it? Here's where it gets maddening. Man, he's a ghost. No arrest, no face, just shadows and guesses. But we got profiles, suspects, lives to dissect. Let's build them from scratch, then zoom into the big names, Arthur Lee Allen, Gary Post, and more. This is where the creep factor cranks to 11. FBI pegs him as white male, 25 to 35 in 69, born 30s or early 40s. Witnesses say 5 feet 8 inches to 6 foot, stocky, 180 to 200 pounds, dark hair, glasses sometimes. He's smart. Those ciphers are brain busters, laced with intentional misspellings like paradis to throw us off. He knows the Bay Area, Vallejo backroads, Napa trails, SF streets. Military hints everywhere, wing walker boots, .22 and 9mm skills. Knots like a sailor's. He's cocky, theatrical, loves the spotlight his letters bring. But his life? Let's imagine it, then match it to the suspects. Picture a kid in the 40s, California suburbs. He's quiet, odd, maybe a loner with a chipped-tooth grin nobody trusts. Home's a mess. Dad's a drunk or gone. Mom's distant or worse. School's hell. He's too smart, doodling weird symbols, getting shoved in lockers. Teens hit, and he's adrift, joins the military maybe, learns to shoot, to code, to vanish. By his 20s, he's a nobody clerk mechanic, something low-key, but at night, he's dreaming up blood. Rejection festers. Control becomes his god. That's the mold. Now the suspects. Arthur Lee Allen, born December 18, 1933. Vallejo. Fits like a glove. He's 6, 200 pounds, dark hair, glasses, big, awkward, brainy. Childhood's hazy, mom's strict. Dad's a Navy man, dies when Allen's young. He's a smart kid, into chemistry, hunting, but weird, classmates steer clear. High school at Vallejo High. Graduates 51. Drifts to junior college, then the Navy, discharged quick, reasons murky. By the 60s, he's a teacher, elementary kids, till he's cannoned 69 for molesting students. Lives 10 minutes from Blue Rock Springs. Owns .22S, 9 MMS. Wears those wing walker boots. His pal Don Cheney swears Allen bragged in 68 about killing couples, writing letters, calling himself Zodiac, before the murders went public. Michael Mageau IDs him in 91. Cops search his Santa Rosa trailer, bombs, guns, bloody knives, but no hard link. He dies August 26, 1992, heart attack, 58, never charged. DNA's iffy. Stamps don't match, but he's the frontrunner. Allen's life's a slow burn to crazy. Post-Navy, he's bouncing jobs, janitor, chemist, living with mom till she dies in 84. Neighbors call him creepy, reclusive. He's got a darkroom. Zodiac watches, a typewriter like the letters. Cheryl Shepard says he stared at her at work, gave her the chills. Prison stint in 78 to 81 for molestation hardens him. Was he Zodiac? He's got the profile, smart, twisted, local, but no smoking gun. Gary Francis post. Case breakers push this guy. Died 2018, born 37. Air Force vet painter, lived near Vallejo. Childhood sketchy, rural California. Quiet kid, maybe bullied. Military in the 50s, radar tech, learns codes, discipline. Post-service, he's a drifter, marries, has a kid, but beats his wife bloody in 12, lands in court. They say his scars match witness sketches. His darkroom held cipher clues. Ex-colleagues call him volatile, lonerish. Links thin. Anagrams and letters supposedly spell his name, but he's a late contender. Died old. Free. A ghost like Alan. Lawrence Kane, born 24, died 2010. Ex-con, Army vet, brain damage from a 60s crash. Impulsive, angry. Worked SF New Vallejo, lived near Paul Stine's route. Kathleen Johns, abducted in 70. Says a guy like Kane threatened her and her baby. IDs him. Darlene, sister pegs him too. Knew her, hung around her diner. He's got the build, the creep vibe, but evidence? Weak. Another maybe. Earl Van Best Jr., born 34, died 84. Con man rapist impregnated a 14-year-old, fled SF. Gary Stewart's book claims he's dad in Zodiac. Looks like the sketch, but it's a stretch. Dates don't align perfect. Wild card, not top tier. 1,000 checked Rick Marshall, a radio nut. Jack Terrence, a stepson's hunch. None stick. He's a phantom, man. Allen's the bet, but the jury's out. Let's rip each kill apart. 'Cause this guy's a maestro of mayhem. Lake Herman Road. David and Betty Lou. December 20th, 68. He stalks them. Hours, maybe waits, till it's pitch black. Pulls up, forces David out. Bang, headshot. Brains on the wheel. Betty runs. He chases. 5 shots, each a thud in her back. Blood spraying as she falls. He's calm. Drives off. First blood, raw, reckless. Blue Rock Springs. Darlene and Michael, July 4th, 69. He toys with them. Circles back. Flashlight trick. 9 shots into Darlene. Chest caves. Face mangles. Overkill. Like he hated her. Michael's 4. Neck gushes. Jaw shatters. Then 2 more execution vibes. Phone calls his flex. Links it to 68. Owns it. Lake Berryessa. Bryan and Cecelia. September 27th, 69. Hoods up, gun out, Condali. Ties him tight. Rope burns wrists. Knife slow. 10 into Cecelia. Guts spilling, her screams fading. 6 in Bryan, back to mess. He's gasping. Carving the doors is autograph. Dates etched deep. Sadistic peak. Presidio Heights. Paul Stine, October 11th, 69. Cabs is trapped. 1 shot. Skull explodes. Blood pools. Tears a shirt souvenir. Wipes prints. Strolls off. Kids see. Cops miss. Dispatcher's flub save him. Urban flex. Bold as hell. Couples are his thing. Lovers' lanes, vulnerability. Till Paul switches it. Guns and knife, then gun. Unpredictable. Keeps us guessing. What's driving the psycho? Power, control, fame. Profilers say narcissistic. Maybe sociopathic. 0 empathy. All ego. Childhood scars. Abuse. Rejection. Twist him. Killings is rush. Letters is legacy. That hood? Comic book villain vibes. He's scripting a myth. Slaves. Talks delusional. He's a god in his head. Sadistic. Theatrical. A puppet master with corpses. No cuffs. No grave we know. Case goes cold. 04 reopens. No dice. Allen's dead. Post dead. Kane's dead. Suspects fade. DNA's the hope. Stamps blood. But it's old. Tricky. 5 confirmed. 37 bragged. More out there? Sherry Joe Bates, 66. Stabbed bloody. Maybe him. He's a legend. A shadow. Alive? Dead? Watching? That's the terror. Man.